Gary Lineker's departure from Match of the Day. What you need to know. Gary Lineker, the beloved face of BBC's Match of the Day for an impressive 25 years, has recently shared some intriguing insights about his exit from the show. As he gears up to step down at the end of the season, it seems the BBC might have been ready for a change, hinting that they were in favor of him leaving the iconic program. After a remarkable quarter-century of hosting, Lineker announced late last year that this season would be his last. But don't worry, fans. You'll still catch him on the BBC next season, where he'll be leading the coverage of the 2025-26 FA Cup and the highly anticipated 2026 World Cup taking place in the US, Canada, and Mexico. As Match of the Day prepares for a fresh new look in the 2025-26 season, viewers can expect to see new faces at the helm. Kelly Cates, Mark Chapman, and Gabby Logan are set to take over hosting duties, bringing their own flair to the show that has become a staple for football fans across the UK. In a candid conversation with BBC's Amol Rajan, the 64-year-old Lineker revealed that during contract negotiations last season, he sensed that the BBC might prefer to move on without him. "Well, perhaps they want me to leave. There was the sense of that," he admitted. He went on to say, "I think it was their preference that I didn't do Match of the Day for one more year, so they could bring in new people." Lineker, who has been a prominent figure in sports broadcasting, expressed that he had always hoped for one more contract, contemplating whether to extend for 3 more years. However, he acknowledged that with a new rights period on the horizon, it was a perfect opportunity for the BBC to revamp the program. "It's slightly unusual that I would do the FA Cup and the World Cup, but to be honest, it's a scenario that suits me perfectly," he added. Despite being the highest paid presenter at the BBC, earning a staggering £1,350,000 annually, Lineker's journey hasn't been without its bumps. One of the most notable incidents occurred in March 2023, when he was suspended for presenting after criticizing the government's immigration policy on social media. His comments, which drew comparisons to Nazi Germany, sparked a wave of both support and backlash. As for the new hosts of Match of the Day, fans can look forward to a trio of familiar faces. Kelly Cates, daughter of Liverpool legend Sir Kenny Dalglish, has been a key player in Sky Sports Premier League coverage and has also contributed to BBC Radio 5 Live. Mark Chapman, a seasoned BBC presenter, has been the face of Match of the Day 2 since 2013, while Gabby Logan has anchored major sporting events for the BBC, including the Sports Personality of the Year and the Women's European Championships. Interestingly, the transition to new hosts was marked by a unique incident where the show aired without presenters, pundits, or commentators, as on-screen staff showed solidarity with Lineker during his suspension. He returned to the show the following weekend, but not without reflecting on the fallout from the incident. "I don't regret saying the comments publicly because I was right. What I said, it was accurate, so not at all in that sense. Would I, in hindsight, do it again? No, I wouldn't, because of all the nonsense that came with it." Lineker's passion for the BBC remains strong, despite the challenges he has faced. "It was a ridiculous overreaction that was just a reply to someone that was being very rude, and I wasn't particularly rude back. But I wouldn't do it again because of all the kerfuffle that followed, and I love the BBC, and I didn't like the damage that it did to the BBC. But do I regret it? And do I think it was the wrong thing to do? No." For more exciting updates and stories, don't forget to check out our sports page and follow Metro Sport on social media.